And joining me now is Rich Fitzgerald, who's the Allegheny County executive here, the leading Democrat here. Mr. Fitzgerald, thanks very much for being with us. So what are you seeing so far in terms of early voting here in Allegheny County? So your Democrats, your statewide candidates have to come out of Allegheny County with what kind of a margin? Because this is heavily Democratic out.
Probably 75-25 on the mail-in, but
right.
60-40 definitely on the overall vote. We see turnout right now looks pretty high on the mail-in with 2 weeks to go before it's running a little more than 50% of what it was 2 years ago, which we think is really the benchmark. And the results now on the D to R on who's returning him is about 6-1 Democrat over Republican.
So that certainly matches our NBC poll showing high interest among Democrats, but our poll also showed Republicans were even more enthusiastic. But you've got to come out with a big margin out here and in Philadelphia, the two urban areas, and do better than break even in the collar counties outside of Philadelphia.
There's no question to overcome probably what's going to happen in the middle of the state. And that's why President Biden was here a week ago.
And I saw you were here with him.
We were with him, talking about infrastructure and some of the success that he has had. He was here with our governor, with Senator Casey, with Congressman Doyle, Lieutenant Governor Fetterman. So, and then they went to Philadelphia. So, we've got a really strong top of the ticket, obviously, with Josh Shapiro, Attorney General Shapiro, who's really got high approval ratings and really done a great job. And then, a little more of a battle with the Senate race.
Well, when we were talking just before you sat down, the governor's race doesn't seem to be that close, although I'm always very nervous about and skeptical about any polling because I think a lot of people don't tell pollsters really what they're thinking, especially some of those who have more controversial views might hold back a little bit. But this Fetterman-Oz race, you're pretty nervous about it.
Yes, we are. Obviously, a lot of the things that the administration and the initiatives have happened because you've had a Democratic majority, both in the House and the Senate. It's obviously a very thin majority, but this president has gotten infrastructure through. He's gotten the CHIPS bill through. He's gotten the Inflation Reduction Act through, American Rescue Plan through. A lot of things that have helped us locally here in southwestern Pennsylvania, and we don't want to see that come to an end after November.
What about the Fetterman campaign has made you nervous? Why is it so close? Is it the health issue?
Well, I'm sure that's contributed to it because one of the things I think you find that I've known about Pennsylvania politics is we tend to respond to people who show up. Campaigns go out into the communities. It's not just what you see on TV and what you see on social media, but people that go to the events. They go to the VFW halls. They go to the community events. They go to the county fairs, that type of thing. And obviously, because of the health situation this summer, it's limited the lieutenant governor's ability to do that. It's one of the things that Josh Shapiro has been, even as running as a statewide candidate twice. He's been to all 67 counties. He spends a lot of time in these rural communities that aren't always friendly sometimes to Democrats when it comes to voting.
And in terms of the debate tonight, this unusual memo from the campaign last night really lowering expectations down to the floor by saying, I'm not a good debater. He's a TV celebrity. I've got these health issues. That's part of the strategy. That's
part of the strategy. That's push and pull of all candidates, trying to lower expectations and get their message out. I think it'll really be, what is there going to be some overwhelming soundbite that gets played again and again over the next couple of days, or is it really going to be the message around the economy, around abortion, the Dobbs decision, which I think is somehow getting pushed to the side, but it was certainly a big issue when that ruling came out, and I still think it's going to motivate an awful lot of voters, particularly swing voters, in this election.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Rich Fitzgerald. It's great to see you.
Looking forward to an exciting 2 weeks.